What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have been on a hiatus, I know, but I'm back with so much good information and I'm really excited for today's video because I just think that it's just a simpler way of going about things, goals, achievements, everything that you want in your life, and truly create the life that you dream of. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Also, make sure that you're subscribed down below. Also, I want to let you guys know that my favorite fragrance brand is having a Black Friday sale up to 55% off, and it's Dossier Perfumes. If you guys aren't already familiar with them, they create scents inspired by luxury designer fragrances, just like this one right here. This one is Ambery Saffron, and it's inspired by Baccarat 540. So if you're a huge fan of that and you don't want the markups, this is only $49 on their website, and even less during their Black Friday sale. So if you guys want to stock up for the year, I'll have the link down below for you. And as always, thank you so much, Dossier, for sponsoring this portion of the video. As you guys might have guessed, I am in a completely new space. That is why I have my long hiatus from YouTube, because I was in the middle of moving. But I am back and I have so much information for you guys. Just gotta say, you know, I love business, and maybe this I could talk about a little bit in this video. Basically, I'm kind of starting all over. My new business, if you don't know already, check the video right before this. It's titled I Made 4 Figures Selling One Digital Product in My First Month. And it kind of talks about my whole new business journey and everything. I realized that the past 4 years on YouTube that I have gone through so many different phases of YouTube, and what I'm realizing now is that I have to go back to my roots, what comes natural to me, and really hone in on the skills and the cards that I've been dealt with. I think that, you know, with entrepreneurship and business, it got a little bit overwhelming to me, and I just needed like a little bit of an escape, and that is why I started doing a lot of mindset videos, a lot of wellness videos and lifestyle videos. Even though those were great and all, it just wasn't anything that I was super skilled at, and that kind of came natural to me. It was a part of my life, but it wasn't all of my life. And I kind of came to the conclusion that I just love feeling purposeful, helping you guys, seeing you guys really like change your life and being a part of that journey, you know, starting the business, becoming more financially abundant, everything like that. And so you guys already know, if you have been around since like Cara Shea Cosmetics, or even in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I heavily talked about law of attraction and manifesting, and it has been a part of my life for a really, really long time. Ever since I was like 16, that's kind of when I started to be introduced into that. I shared how I manifested my first car, how I manifested my first apartment, basically manifested the success within my businesses. And I will be completely honest with you guys, this past year I took a huge step back, really ever since my dad had passed, and I've really had chilled out, and I learned a lot about myself. And I will say that the past year was not my most successful year when it came in terms of my career, but it was my most successful year when it came to healing, understanding myself, my social life. Like, I actually had the funnest time living in Dallas. Like, I look back and I'm just like, even the people that aren't even in my life anymore, I had the funnest times with them throughout this journey. And I promise there's a point to this story, so it really is a part of the video. I promise. And if you hear a dog running around, there's a dog in here. It's my roommate, so yeah, she makes some noise or whatever, that's her. So basically, within this past year, I have gone through so many paths and tried so many different things, failed at a lot of things, you know, succeeded, but found out that it wasn't for me. But I can say, career-wise, I tried so many things. And I'm very grateful that I tried so many things, because I understood what works for me, what I don't like, and what I'm going to continue doing. And I think that's why I really love the business that I'm in right now, which is waysociety.com, where I sell digital templates for you to buy and resell. One of the things that I really think that kind of held me back and very stagnant within this past year when it came to the progression of my career was the fact that I was heavily relying on so many different sources that were outside of me. And this kind of goes into law of attraction, manifesting technique. I kind of was so spiritually deeply involved manifesting in law of attraction that I just felt like, okay, well, if I just continue to live the life that like I've been living, you know, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna pop up. And I was in a way waiting for the success to come to me, or the idea of like the thing that it's just gonna blow up and things like that, but I wasn't actually putting any type of action or like belief into, you wanna say hi to camera? You know, I got to a point where I almost kind of wanted to just like give up. I was like, maybe like this is just the time where I get an adult job. That's like a grown-up job. That's like what I call it. And so I applied to a ton of different jobs. I did not get one single interview. I really just like laugh because of the fact that like, if you don't know, well, now I'm gonna tell you that when I first got out of college and right before Carriche blew up, like the month of that, no one hired me. I couldn't get a job then and I can't get a job now. So like I said before, I was like heavily engulfed in all of the manifesting techniques, and within this past year, I really was just kind of waiting on something to just appear magically, or if I just continued writing things down, it was just gonna happen. Vision boards, all of that, all of the manifesting techniques that everyone tells you about, like the 555 method, the 369 method, whatever people are saying to do, I just kind of came down to the conclusion that's what it really comes down to, is your belief and action. Simple, point blank, period. There's so many different ways that people bundle it up and gift it to you and deliver it to you, but that is ultimately what comes down to it. I came to this realization the minute that I started to change my beliefs and started taking action as if I believed in those things, things started to work out. Anyone that doesn't even have to believe in the law of attraction, manifesting, anything like that, think of athletes. Their mindsets, they have built their belief up as an athlete to be someone who is the best of the best, someone that is very skilled and talented, and someone that can go off and play professional sports for a living. They have this belief embedded in them, but they're not sitting on the couch every day. They are out there practicing, working on improving their skills, and actively performing well during games and practices, and taking action towards the goal that they want to achieve. This is not anyone that has to full on be spiritual or believe in any type of manifesting techniques to achieve the life that they want. It is simply belief and action. There is a key factor in this that I believe is going to take you to the next level. And that is to, 1, get rid of your limiting beliefs. 2, work on building your belief system. This is where within manifesting and the vision boards and writing things down have a disconnect. I work on my beliefs by scripting them, by taking action on those beliefs. You can't go from, I'm going to make $50,000 next month because I saw this one girl and she's doing the same thing and I saw it on the internet and you know, if she could do it, I can do it. But how are you going to make $50,000 next month if you haven't even touched 5,000? And that is where we go wrong in our manifestations, because we just go from 0 to 100, and just because we want to convince ourselves and believe that this is what we deserve and this is what's going to happen, that it's going to happen. No, we have to work on building our belief system. So work on, yes, that might be the end goal, but you got to work on, like, let me make $500, because that's a little bit more realistic right now within your belief system, that you can make $500 this month. Once you make that $500, let's make it 1,000. You're going to build that belief system, and before you know it, you're going to be a person that's like, oh, I can make $10,000. It's like, it's so easy for me to make $10,000 a month. It's almost like clockwork. Like, that's just a bare minimum. And that becomes your standard because you build that belief system up. When you have negative beliefs, we have self-sabotage that limit us from believing that we can even make $500 from this business. What I had done was I sat here and I was like, what was I doing? What was my mindset when I was building up Karashay Cosmetics? Because whatever I was doing it the right freaking way. I went back to the third video on my channel, on my YouTube channel, and I discussed how I changed my belief system. I had written down my current beliefs and my new beliefs. Whatever belief I had, I would replace it with a new belief. So I think one of the ones, and this is something that, like, I still get messages to this day, you guys saying, like, when you told me this, it stuck in my head. Once I started telling myself this, it was game over. My life changed. I started being, like, more financially abundant, and it truly, like, changed my life. I felt like if I, like, spent it, it wouldn't come back. I kind of wanted to, like, hold on to the money that I would receive and make. And I replaced that belief with every single time that I spend money, it comes back to me 3 times more, and so fast that I don't even notice it go out of my bank account. That's what I really want you guys to do. On top of building your belief system is finding what your current beliefs are and replacing those beliefs. And it's almost like as if you were to change religion. If you're a Christian and then you transition to being a Buddhist, you no longer have those Christian values. You know what I mean? So, like, just kind of look at it in that way. That's, like, the simplest way for me to explain that. And I also want you guys to comment down below one of your limited beliefs that you have currently right now, and truly getting yourself into that headspace, and then start taking action on what you want to achieve. That is literally the key. It's that simple. You don't have to write down things 47 times a day. If you guys want to check out Dossier, the link is going to be down below, and also waysociety.com to buy and resell digital products. Love you guys so much. I hope that this video was really helpful, and I wish you guys all a successful business journey.